Hello you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been so long. Actually, I say that on every single video. Every video I get on, I say, it's been so long since I made a video, but here I am. It's been so long since I made a video. But today I'm gonna be answering your guys' questions that you asked me on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to do that at LSK_Esthetics so you don't miss out on that type of stuff. And I can't wait to answer your questions. But first, I have to tell you guys about this amazing jewelry brand. It's called Ana Luisa, and they have the most beautiful, dainty, cute, classic jewelry pieces ever, and I'm obsessed. So all the jewelry that I'm wearing right now, except my wedding ring, is from Ana Luisa, and I will show you guys those, and it matches perfectly with my wedding ring, so I love it. Ana Luisa is a sustainable jewelry brand. They use all recycled materials, and they don't do anything that's going to harm the earth, which is amazing. I've been wearing their pieces for like a month. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me wear them in pretty much every single Instagram post and story. And I'm obsessed. The quality is amazing. I have not gotten anything green around my wrist. I have a bracelet here. I have not gotten any green on my neck, wrist, ears, anything. It's all real gold. And all their pieces start at $39. So there is something for everyone, and all of their pieces are so beautiful. And if you know me, you know I only wear dainty gold jewelry, which is like majority of their pieces. They do have some chunkier necklaces, and they really just have something for everyone. But I'm obsessed. So if you guys can see my bracelet, this necklace, just so dainty, the most perfect little chain. I love it. And these earrings. These earrings spoke to me the second I saw them because they look like you have a double piercing, and I don't have a double piercing, but it looks like you have two little gold hoops in, and it's just so cute. I'm obsessed and so dainty, and yeah, I love them. Again, all their pieces start at $39. They're made to last a super long time. They're not gonna turn your ears green. They're not gonna hurt Mother Earth. And they're so cute. So I know you're gonna love them. Be sure to use my code Alyssa10 when you grab yours, and I will link the website below, so be sure to use that. And let's get started with the Q&A. If I don't answer yours, I am super sorry. I got tons of questions, so I am just going to answer as many as I can. How did I know I want to be an esthetician? I knew I wanted to be an esthetician because I have struggled with my skin my whole life. I've had acne for so long, and I still struggle with acne. Not anywhere close to where I did before, but I knew I wanted to figure out how to help my skin and then help other people, and it's been the most rewarding, best job ever. I'm so glad I did it. I work in a hospital, and my mask is giving me acne. It is painful sometimes. Any advice? I know a lot of people are struggling with maskne right now. Here's a few tips. So try not to wear any makeup underneath your mask. That's gonna get clogged in your pores. It's gonna cause congestion. It's gonna make you break out even more. Make sure you are washing your mask every single time you use it, or using a reusable one. Actually, I got this tip from Glymed. They have a liquid salicylic acid, and if you put it in a little spray bottle, you can spray the inside of your mask every once in a while just to kill any bacteria, to help with the congestion going on, and it's gonna help clear up some of that acne as well. And then getting a product that is more occlusive so that there's not as much rubbing and tension on your skin, something that's going to protect and be a thicker layer on your skin. That can help with the rubbing, which can cause irritation and then inflammation and acne and all of that stuff as well. Tips for someone starting esthetician school soon. Have fun in school. I feel like it all depends, not all of it, but a lot of it depends on your attitude. I had class with a lot of people that just had a bad attitude, and they didn't like school. They hated it. They dreaded going every day. I feel like I had a great attitude in school, and I loved it. I was excited to go to school every single day. I thought it was so much fun. So just have a good attitude about it. Learn as much as you can. Get as much hands-on as you can. Ask questions. Learn from other students. Make sure to learn from your teachers. And then know that when you graduate, you're not gonna know not that much. You're not gonna know very much. But continue to do your education, continue to learn, continue to find resources, and that will help you a lot, because a lot of people, when they finish school, they're like, cool, I don't know anything, but I feel like everyone feels that way. So just continue to put the work in, even though you're not in school anymore, but continue to learn. When did I get married? I got married November 16th, 2018. So we're coming up on 2 years now. How did you and your husband meet? Me and my husband met through mutual friends. I was supposed to go on a date with his friend. He was supposed to go on a date with my friend. We ended up meeting kind of out of the blue all together, and I was not interested in his friend. I was interested in him. There was a big group of people, and sadly he was the only person on a date. But somehow we ended up kind of talking a lot that night, and we went on a date the next day and saw each other pretty much every day since, so it happened real quick. Can pregnant people use the CBD products from Glymed? That is going to be a question for your physician. That's what it says on Glymed's website. Talk to your doctor, make sure it's okay, and then go from there. When I get done with aesthetic school, can you show me your ways of being an SD? I am always more than happy to help anyone with any questions that they have. I have a little bit of imposter syndrome. I feel like there's like so many amazing estheticians, and I learn and am inspired by other estheticians on Instagram. So of course I'm here to answer any questions that you have, but I get most of my inspiration from other estheticians. There's just so many amazing women in this industry. So, I mean, I will do anything I can. I, again, have major imposter syndrome, and the fact that someone's even asking me that question kind of like blows my mind, but thank you. How did you get such a good following for this account? Again, major imposter syndrome. I feel like there's still so many other estheticians that have like way more followers and stuff than me, but you guys are just the best. I feel like I have the best following. I feel like I grew so much in the last like 6 months, like 6,000 followers. I had around 2,000 followers for I feel like such a long time, or like slowly made my way up to 2,000 followers. Once I started my apparel line, I kind of skyrocketed, and that's what's grown me the most, just because I feel like I've created something that's shareable, and people are always sharing me on their Instagram stories because they love the apparel. I feel like just finding something, or finding your niche, or something that is going to make people want to share your page, if that makes sense. And then also just being yourself, being on your Instagram stories a lot helps when people know who you are. I feel like a lot of times I go on people's Instagrams and I don't know where they're located, I don't know what their first name is, I don't know what they look like, and I always like am not interested in those pages ever. I'm always way more interested in the Instagram pages where I know who the person is, I know what their name is, I know where they're located, I know what they do, I know their personality, and I feel like that helps a lot when you're growing your Instagram. How do you keep track of your income and expenses? I've actually never been asked this question, so it's kind of fun. I don't know how everyone else does it. I have like this weird system that I do kind of on my own just through my bank accounts, and I'll tell you guys how, but it might not be the best way, but this is my way. So I pay myself every single 2 weeks, just like as if I was working for someone else. And so I have a couple different bank accounts. I have, well, it's the same bank account, but different accounts within my bank account. So I have 2 savings accounts, a checking account, and then a credit card. So how it works is I am like the biggest saver ever. I pretty much save every single penny that I get, unless it's something for my business. So, sorry, this is kind of confusing. So every single penny that I bring in within 2 weeks, I put it all in the savings account. So I transfer Venmo and I put it directly into the savings account. I get money from PayPal, I put it directly in the savings account. Even if money comes into my checking account from work, I transfer it into my savings account. So I collect all my money for 2 weeks. Then on every 1st and 15th, I take that money, I put it all, so I take the full sum. From there, I donate 10% of my entire income, and then I subtract that amount, and then I have my real total that I have to work with. I usually give myself like, I don't know, $500. I'll pay off any credit card that I need to, give myself a few $100s to just have to live off of, and then every other penny I put into savings. That's how it works for me. That's what I do, and I think it's a great system. And I don't know, let me know if you use it, or if you do something completely different, because I don't know if anyone else does it like that. Okay guys, I'm sitting here editing my YouTube video, and I just wanted to throw in that before I donate or like put away any money for my business that I need, I take out of there, and I use that money to pay for any expenses that I have. So I hope that makes sense. How did you start your own clothing business? It's, pretty simple. I just had this idea for a while on what I wanted my apparel to look like. I was pretty dead set on it, and I went to an apparel shop. I pretty much knew exactly what I wanted when I went there. I knew exactly the shirts I wanted. I knew I wanted them embroidered. I knew I wanted them tone on tone. I knew what I wanted them to say. I knew I had a perfect vision of what I wanted them to be. And then I just went to an apparel shop. I said, this is what I want, and they did it for me. And it's pretty simple. I just heard a noise. Spooked. Okay. What was your favorite thing to learn while in aesthetic school? Oof, not body treatments, that's for sure. Did you guys have to do like body wraps and hot stones and back treatments? I hated those. Anyways, what was my favorite thing? My favorite thing was getting facials, but my favorite thing to learn? My favorite thing to learn probably was like microneedling, chemical peels, anything more results driven I really liked. And then I liked just being in class oh my gosh. Sorry, I heard a noise at my door. There was nothing there, and then someone just walked past my window. Oh no, it spooked me. Okay. Anything results driven, I really like to learn. And then in theory, just like in class, I love just learning about the skin and why it does what it does, and the different layers, and why the heck I have acne and all of that stuff. Do you think diet affects your acne? 100%. I am just 100% not the person to ask about this, because I have a sugar addiction. 100% of a sugar addiction. How many times am I going to say 100% in a 20-second span? I love sugar, I love treats, I love bread, I love quesadillas, Anyways, I know that your diet affects your skin, but clearly I don't care enough, which is horrible, and you guys should care more than me, but I'm not the person to ask at all. But if you want to know some of the foods that are gonna cause acne, bread, sugar, dairy, all the things that I love. So if you're struggling with that kind of stuff, just stay away from all the foods I eat, and then pretty good. What is a good BB cream or light foundation for acne prone skin? I would say the best makeup line for acne prone skin or troubled skin is Jane Iredale. It is sold in a lot of medical spas or just regular spas. A lot of estheticians sell it. It's like it's just makeup for your skin. Your skin's gonna love it. It's going to be the best. They have lots of different options, and that's what I would suggest. Walk us through the process of what it's like being a solo. Hardship, success, stories, tips. I feel like I'm just kind of like floating right now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, I can't give the best advice, I feel like. Hardships. I have no one to help me. The only people I have to really learn from is the people that I search out to learn from, or like on Instagram. I don't have any coworkers, which can be a little bit hard. I have to come up with all my own money, finances. Yeah, I have to pay for everything. But then also it's nice because I get everything back. I get all the money. And tips, I would say maybe like just doing what you love, or finding your niche first and finding like the service that you're amazing at, and then kind of going from there, instead of graduating from school and saying I'm going to do waxing, facials, microneedling, chemical peels, body treatments, lashes, lash lifts, all of that. I would just start, like I started mainly with brow wax and tints, and then I kind of just got bigger and bigger and bigger from there, to the point where I'm like, okay, now I've gained a following, I have a clientele, I have money, and I can start expanding to facials, and then chemical peels, and then microneedling, and kind of just go out from there. So try to not just bombard yourself all at once. Does that make sense? Hope that helps. How long have you been a solo esthetician? My whole career. Probably wouldn't suggest that, because it is important to learn from other people and get experiences, but I was just kind of, I don't know what's wrong with me. I love it, I'm glad I did it, but I probably wouldn't suggest it for everybody. I have loved being a solo esthetician though, and I feel like I've really learned and grown a community on Instagram, so you can still have a community, you can still grow from other people, but I would still suggest starting out somewhere else where you can gain more experience before going on your own. What is it like seeing clients at home? Is it ever weird? It's fine. I've had no problems so far, knock on wood. It's been great, hasn't been too weird, you know. I feel like I've had great clients, which has been amazing. I get most of my clients from Instagram, so I feel like you kind of attract what you put out. I really truly believe that. So I'm gonna attract the type of clients that are drawn to my page, and the people drawn to my page I feel like are gonna be the people like me, and it's kind of worked out good for me. Of course, if you feel like something's gonna be sketchy or someone's gonna be sketchy, cancel their appointment. Keep yourself safe, but I've been really blessed in that way. I live in a tiny little town where I'm not that scared. I'm not too scared of people. I know it's probably naive, but if I lived in a super big city or a place with crime or something like that, I probably wouldn't be working out of my house, but I feel pretty comfortable here. What is your favorite chemical peel from Glymed for acne and dark spots? You know, I love a classic Jesner. Jesners aren't talked about enough, I feel like. Jesners are so good. But for pigmentation, a TCA for sure. TCA 15 from Glymed is really good. And then my overall current favorite peel is probably their Oxygen peel. It's so good. It's not aggressive and it's not gonna give you like dramatic results, but I feel like after you get one, you're just like, my skin looks amazing. It looks so glowy, it looks so hydrated, it looks so healthy, and I just feel like it's like the best. It'll pick me up. Favorite product from Glymed for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, Living Cell Clarifier. It's the best. Use it morning and night. You'll love it. What would you best suggest to someone who has severely agitated and sensitive skin? Just being so gentle with your skin. Don't get any products with active ingredients, especially when you're starting out. Slowly add stuff in. Some of my favorites are Mega Purifying Cleanser by Glymed. It has no active ingredients. It's so hydrating and creamy and healing. It's really amazing. I've been loving the vitamin C cream from Glymed. The Comfort Cream is amazing for agitated, sensitive skin. That's a moisturizer. Fulvic Elixir is really good. I would just start really, really simple and slowly add stuff in. Make sure you're kind of doing your research. Don't get anything with lots of active ingredients or irritating products. And if you have any questions, message me. Worst experience as an esthetician. I have one immediately come to my mind. And it's too long of a story. I'm just gonna tell you to go listen to the podcast that I was on where I told this story. I'm gonna link it below. It's the Waxing podcast, and it's a horrendous, just horrible Brazilian wax experience that I had. I gave the Brazilian wax and I destroyed this girl. I was in school, okay? Just go listen to the story. It's the worst experience I've ever had. When clients pass through your home, is it awkward? I kind of answered this, but no. I've done a house tour-ish on my Instagram story before. If you guys want to see it, I can do like a full house tour. But my front door, you walk in, you pass through my living room, and you're in my aesthetics room. It's pretty simple. I don't have kids. My husband's usually never home. You just walk through my living room. It's not a big deal, to me at least. How tall you? I'm 5'5.5". I'm the shortest in my family. How to be confident on social media? Ooh. Just be yourself. I know it's so dumb and so cliche, and it just takes practice. Honestly, it takes practice to get on your Instagram story and to talk to people, but the more you do it, the easier it gets, I promise. So practice, be yourself, just, you know. And people love confidence. You're gonna attract more people when you are confident. So even if you have to fake it till you make it, then do that, and then eventually you'll get there and it gets so much easier. Favorite serum to use when microneedling? I love Glymed's Daily Lift Serum. That's what I personally use when microneedling, and I love it. I think it's great. When did you choose to become an esthetician? I thought about becoming an esthetician for about a year before I went to esthetician school. I graduated high school in 2016. Then I went to Utah State University for 1 semester because I really wanted the college experience, and I have zero regrets because I loved it so much, and I met like all my best friends. Anyways, that's where I was like, okay, for sure no, I want to go to esthetician school. College is not for me because I don't care about any of this stuff. Like, I want to learn about skincare. I want to learn about all these fun things. I don't care about all these college classes, even though it'd be nice to like know anything about business. But I thought about it in high school. Then I for sure wanted to like run my first semester of college. So I dropped out after my first semester, and then I went to esthetician school. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking so fast, but I like don't want this video to be a million years long, and I want to answer as many of your questions at once, so sorry. What's the most rewarding part of your job? Hands down, when somebody feels confident in their skin. When someone's like, wow, my skin's never looked this good, or wow, I didn't have to put on makeup today and I went out and I felt great about it. Like, that's just the best feeling in the world. Tour of your aesthetics room. Guys, so me and my husband bought this house in February. As soon as we bought it, COVID hit. My husband lost his job. We had all this free time. We painted, we decorated, we did all this stuff. And then, you know, he got his job back. He started working again. I got more busy, and somehow my aesthetics room just didn't quite make the cut. I don't know how. And I just don't love it. It's not like terribly ugly or anything, but it's not cute, it's not me, it's not anything that I love. So I'm gonna redo the whole thing. When that happens, I will give a tour. So hopefully that'll happen soon. What are your favorite spot equipment / tools / products and must-haves? I use Glymed in pretty much all of my services. Love them, they give amazing results. My ultrasonic, I love my ultrasonic skin scrubber. It's from BT Biotherapeutics, and I love it. I have a microneedling pen. It's from Simply Skin and Laser, and I get my jelly mask from Esthetics. I think that's like majority of the stuff that I use on a daily basis. Favorite memory from your wedding? Funny or precious or annoying? So we were getting married. We're actually getting sealed in the temple. It's a religious thing, if you don't know what that is. Anyways, doesn't matter. We were like in the middle of our wedding ceremony, and the guy beforehand told us like, okay, there's gonna be a pause, and then you're gonna know it's over, and then you're gonna kiss. Anyways, I was like sobbing through the whole thing, and my husband, there was a pause, and I knew it wasn't over, but I knew that my husband thought it was over, and he leans over and kisses me, and everyone thought he was just like trying to be so tender and nice because I was crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I knew it wasn't over, but I knew he thought it was over. Anyways, then the guy like made a joke or whatever, and my mom has been going around telling people for 2 years this story about how it's so precious, how he just couldn't help but kiss me because I was crying and all this stuff, and I'm like, no mom, he thought it was over. But anyways, that's fun. That's a funny memory from our wedding. This person said, babies, ? I'm not pregnant, but probably we're thinking about babies in the near future. So stick around, we'll see. We're not necessarily trying, but maybe soon. We'll see. Thoughts on Alyssa K Apparel sweatpants? Yes, there's actually been a lot of thoughts about Alyssa K Apparel sweatpants in my head. I'm working on it. what do you guys want to see? Because I've been trying to figure out like, what am I gonna put on sweatpants that people are gonna want? If you've made it to this far in the video, I'll just tell you about it. And then you guys tell me if I'll know you made it this far in the video if you report back on what sweatpants you want. But I'm thinking some light gray sweatpants to match the light gray hoodies and crews that I just made. And then maybe like right here on the leg embroidering skincare or esthetician to match the tops that I just made. Let me know what you think. If you have any better ideas, let me know. Those will come hopefully soonish. What else would you be doing if you weren't doing aesthetics? Nothing. I'd probably have a lot more time on my hands. I'd probably make a lot less money. I'd probably still be in school. And I'd probably not be excited about my job like I am now. I don't know. I'd probably be doing something in business, maybe like trying to be an influencer because I'd just rather be doing that than sitting at a 9-to-5. I don't know. I really don't know what I'd be doing, but it was meant to be. That's all the questions. So thank you guys so much for asking the questions. Again, please follow me on Instagram. That's kind of where everything happens. If you haven't seen my apparel, what are you doing? I don't know if I've even talked about it on here, but I have super cute esthetician apparel. So go look at it. It's on my Instagram at AlyssaK_Esthetics. And be sure to use my link for this jewelry at analuisa.com. I'll link it below and use code Alyssa10 for 10% off. What else? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It would mean the world. And like this, don't not like this, and leave comments about the sweatpants, and if you have any other questions. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
This is the husband of Alyssa K Esthetics. And he just wants to say how proud he is of his wife. And how awesome you guys are for supporting him.
Thanks.
And I gotta put my other side.